Welcome back to In Pursuit 360. Today, we're talking about what happens after you get hired. You know, everybody's interested in interview questions, but how many people are interested and don't really know what happens after they say, hey, we'd like to offer you the job. Can you start on Monday? Let's get into it. All right, here we go. Welcome back, In Pursuit 360. And today we're going to be talking about what happens after you pass all of the tests, all of the things that have to do with getting hired. So you've done your oral board, you filled out your application, you've done your psych test, you've done your polygraph, you've done all of that stuff. Congratulations, you've been offered a position. Welcome to your first day on the job. Well, it's going to vary department by department. Depends, big department, small department. Everybody's a little bit different. I know in Virginia, you can be hired and you have up to 1 year before you go to the academy as a deputy. So you may actually get hired, be given a uniform and a gun and a badge and sworn in and all that good stuff. You're put with another experienced officer and you go out and about and you start learning how to do the job. And you may go to the academy a couple of months later or something like that. So that could be one route depending on where you're going. A buddy of mine got hired with the Arlington County Police Department in Virginia. And he got hired, and his first day, he went in plain clothes, and it was an onboarding process. And he met with HR, and he met with this, and he got talked about benefits and all this other stuff, and he's still wearing plain clothes. He's wearing a suit and everything, right? Suit and tie, everybody's professional attire when you first go in. And then once he was done with that, then he was given a bunch of books to study, the policies of the department, the procedures, and you know, that kind of thing, and their rules and county code and things like that. And he did, and then like every day he had to go to the gym and he had to work out, and they ran through an exercise program prepping him for the academy, and they did all this stuff. Then the federal government, when I went to work for the Pentagon Police, and they still do this, you go like through a pre-academy. So you get hired, you come in, they'll go ahead and fit you for your uniforms, they do your HR thing, they do your benefits, your retirement, you fill out all your paperwork. But then they start teaching you some legal stuff, right? Because when you go to FLETC, the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, they want you semi-prepared so you don't go down there and flunk out on a test. So they start kind of teaching you some of that. Then they kind of teach you the basics of defensive tactics. And you get into grappling and some ground fighting and ground movement and things like that. And then they give you a familiarization course with your firearm so that you're at least used to shooting your firearm if you've never shot one before. And they give you some basic training on that, and then they ship you off to the academy. So, in other words, what is your first day going to be like? It really depends on the department you go to. But here's the thing. You're going to be a rookie for a while. And here's the even more funny thing. If you're coming from another department, you need to make sure you're the rookie for a while. I don't care if you have 10 years with another department and you switch over and go to a new one. Don't walk in there like you think you know everything, because you don't. Nobody knows everything. And not only that, you don't know how that department does everything. So chill yourself out, take your experience, put it in your back pocket, and leave it there for a while. Go through your rookie time, and then slowly but surely start bringing in your experience so that everybody can glean from the years of experience that you've already brought with you. So the real purpose of this video, what happens when you get hired and you just start off with the department. You're going to go through their onboarding process, right? You're going to take care of all your paperwork and all that good stuff. You're the new guy. Don't ever forget, you're just the new guy. Doesn't matter where you go to work, whether it be a law enforcement agency, Home Depot, giant food store, take your pick, private security, whatever. You're the new guy. Everybody that's already there already knows everybody, but they were the new guy once too. They just don't remember it as well. At least not all of them. Some people will, and they'll be nice to you. But overall, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, it's the new guy. It's the new guy. Yeah, whatever. Don't take it personal. It's not anything against you. It's not you're the rookie. It's just you just so happen to be the new guy and you're not on the inside yet. So depending on your personality, your ability to communicate. Oh, and by the way, don't be overly cocky. I have seen way too many new guys that have come into a department and they just start talking like they're just one of the guys right off the bat. Hey, what's going on? Hey, I'm just one of the guys, one of the guys. No, you're not. Not yet. You have not earned your spot. You need to earn your spot with the people that are already working there. Whether you think this is fair or not, whether or not you think this is right, this is just the way it is. And it's really anywhere you go. Go ahead. Go to work at, I'm trying to think of something really big. Take your pick. Macy's department store. You go to work at Macy's department store to work in men's clothing, right? You get hired. You do all your paperwork, just like at a law enforcement agency. You go out on the floor. You're with a trainer. They're teaching you about what all the clothes are about and how to display them and blah, 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 blah. And if you go out there right off the bat and you're talking to everybody else that works in the men's department like, hey, what's going on, man? Oh, yeah, hey, the trousers. Hey, yeah, I know how to hang those. That's all. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's great. But they're going to blow you off in a heartbeat. You can't go in there thinking that you're just one of the guys. You've got to spend your time figuring out how they tick, how they interact, who's got what personality, and all that, and then figure out how you're going to fit into that dynamic, right? Because there's a dynamic there. There's a way that people have learned to work with each other, some good, some bad. Some people get along better with others. It's just the way it goes. But you got to figure out how you fit into that. And if you just go in there blaring like you know everything or you're one of the guys right out the bat, you're going to alienate yourself. And there aren't many people that are going to be like, oh, I like this guy, I want to help him out. Or, oh, he's having a problem. Here, let me suggest this, right? Because you come in there like you think you're just part of the group right off the bat, they are not going to respond well. You've got to earn it. You've got to earn that spot to be part of that team. And that's what it really is. It's like it's becoming a part of a team that already exists, right? And you're the new draft pick. You're the new draft pick that's joining into this team, and it's like, are you, here's the team right here. So are you going to become this thumb that's going to kind of help put everything together, or are you going to become like this other thing out here that can just never really fit? This is kind of corny, but it's true. Are you going to be able to fit together as part of this team like this? Or are you going to be kind of like this and not really have a true spot because it doesn't quite work, right? You kind of need this to make the team. The thumb makes the team. It's always the thumb. Speaking of the thumb, don't forget, give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you know when my next video comes out. So when you first get hired, there are different things that can happen depending on the size of the department you're going to, where it's at, what their onboarding process is, what the academy rules are, state law, things like that. But once you get that word, you're going to have to go in there and take your time and figure out how you fit into that team, right? There's that thumb. This is the team that's already there. How are you going to make it into that team? You're going to be that thumb, that critical thing that's going to make us different, right? And make us operate very well together? Or are you going to be like this guy that doesn't quite know where he belongs? Does that make sense? It's kind of corny, I know. But you know what? I'm not like everybody else. I'm me. I'm 360. In Pursuit 360. So that's just me. I'm just saying. So that's kind of what to expect. It's very hard for me to sit here and tell you, I guarantee you that on day 1 this, day 2 that, day 3 that. It depends on the agency, okay? But what I can tell you is that you need to take the time to find your place amongst the members that are already there. Don't know a lot of bad departments. I just know of some bad apples. Stay away from the bad apples. Find the good guys and stay with them. Be brave enough to stand up for what you know is right. Don't let anybody convince you to do something that you know isn't right. Okay? So, anyway, that's it. First day or two on the job, first things to expect, how to fit in. That's about all I got. So, thanks for tuning in to In Pursuit 360. I hope to see you next time, and make sure, be safe out there.